President of the Board of Amigos. We'd like to welcome you all and thank you for being here to celebrate the International Day of Peace, which is tomorrow. We are the ones who illuminate the world. We are the ones who illuminate the world. We are the ones who illuminate the world. Don't hold back, don't hold back. Shine your light, shine your light. We are the ones who illuminate the world. We are the ones who illuminate the world. Peace grows in my garden. Peace grows in my garden. Peace grows in my garden. In my garden, in my soul. Peace grows in. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in. Oh, why do I reach for the stars when I don't have wings to carry me that far? Gotta have beautiful branches for me. If you're lost, you can look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting time after time. Everybody loves to dream it big or small, wishing on a star to fall. Living in a crazy dream come true. Oh yeah, everybody knows, everybody knows, everybody.
I clearly remember that May 21st, 1998 started like any other day. However, this perfectly ordinary day turned into one that would forever change the way I thought about the nature of school, the nature of humans, and the community I grew up in. I was a 5th grade student at Centennial Elementary, and my days consisted of going to school around the corner from my family's home. Through their guidance, we realized we could make something positive come from the tragedy our community had experienced. After all, they reasoned, if all students pledged to refrain from bringing violence into the school community, the likelihood of another incident like that at Thurston High School happening would become even more minimal. To honor the students who have lost their lives to school violence, the students of Centennial School pledge to be violence-free. We will not be verbally or physically mean to others. We will not gossip or spread rumors. We will respect everyone and their abilities. We will show respect by using kindness.
To the Netherlands, France, Germany, Norway, Czech Republic, Italy, India, China, Vietnam, Mexico, and he just got back from Guatemala where he helped to plant 4,000 trees and he taught English. He went to DC to lobby for the repeal for the authorization for the use of military force. Please welcome Nick.
Today I'm going to be reading a speech that I wrote in school last year. This speech, it covers what I think of is a current social issue in our world and many others. I have never seen a time when we are in a time of peace in the world, nor have I seen any good done to the people who are suffering. This is sad. As I grow and learn more about the ways of our country and world, I see more clearly what we are not doing well. Caring for the suffering, healing the wounded, feeding the hungry, finding the lost. All I have seen is war. I have seen the smoke from the burning houses recently destroyed by a drone. I have seen the once green but now red grass that grows on the battlefield of our fears. I have seen the sadness in the eyes of the innocent people whose lives are destroyed by our mistakes. It is not what I want to see. My life is constantly surrounded by violence and conflict, never to be resolved. When will this change? When we decide to do good in the world. We must see the good in people, not the bad. We must not be afraid of other humans. We are all one race and one species. If we want to exist, we must exist in peace. We must exist in a safe place where the smiles on the faces of children are real, where the laughter of our friends is heard all around. We must see the sun, not the clouds. We all have hearts. Many are broken by the sound of hate. Many are broken by the sound of war. We must rebuild the foundation of a society that has been crumbling. Our lives are what many dream to be. Our world is like none other. We will once see the world as it should be through the eyes of our children. We will once breathe the fresh air from the seedlings planted by our future peacemakers. Do not be afraid to speak what your heart wants to say. Don't hide in the darkness of your fears. We will make the world a better place. We will stand above conflict and trouble. Make the grass grow green. Make the river flow freely. Walk the earth with a gentle hand. Make peace, not war. Make peace, not fear. Make peace, not tyranny. Give advice, not orders. Love your friends. Live under the sun with a smile and let your heart fill the world with love.
Well, thank you, Nick. Our next performer is Keegan. He is currently 10, going on 11. He has been active since the beginning of this year, but has had passion? Oh, okay, sorry about that. But has had passion for the issue since he was around 8. That's when he started asking questions about things like the tent city in Vegas and why people were pushing carts. His parents didn't recognize that what he was truly after until November and December last year, when he wanted to visit Whoville and bring supplies. Please, let's welcome Keegan on up here.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Pull the mic down, Keegan.
Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? For those people who don't know me, my name is Keegan Keppner. I am an active advocate for the unhoused. Let's give a big shout out for the people that made this Peace Day celebration happen. For the last couple of weeks, it's been hard learning the history of peace, but it's been very interesting. The amazing pieces of peace I learned about was the Treaty of Ghent back in 1714, when we were in a war. To have peace between the United States and Great Britain, a peace treaty was created. We celebrate peace in a bunch of pieces through the Fountain of Time, to the Nobel Peace Prize, and even today. Today is a day where we put down our arms and be happy for the grateful for the stuff we have. As I sat back and read through the list of historical moments of time, I noticed each one of them were pieces of peace. From people like Albert Einstein, who quoted, "Peace cannot be kept by force, it can only be achieved by understanding." I got a good understanding of it. It's not nice to force peace on each other. You got to be respectful. It's nice to have a safe place to sleep, but it's hard because you get pushed out. Just like it's nice to sleep, but you can't because you're stressed. Another reason is you would love to travel, but nobody will let you. Or you would like to see your family, but someone stole your car. Being able to eat with everybody at one large table for dinner can also be a piece of peace. What is your piece of peace? My mom asked me when I feel most at peace. That was an easy answer for me. It is when I help out someone. Peace is not hard to start, little by little, and it will happen. Holding a door for someone, or give a hug. That person just might need it. My mom and dad talked about their childhood. I thought, wow, they must have had a boring childhood when I was younger. But, of course, I was wrong. They tell me how much they had fun. They had like swimming in the creek or climbing the mountain and not having to worry about anything. I just thought that TV was not invented back then, so they had to do that. Wrong again. They could play all day and their parents would not worry. They knew they would be back for dinner. Today, if I go play with my friends and I am late checking in or not home 5 minutes after the streetlights come on, Mom comes and looks for me. Now I look back on everything they said, had told me, and it sounds so much more peaceful to me back then than compared to today. I have met a lot of neat people and planning on meeting more on this great adventure of mine. That is going to last the rest of my life. Thank you for letting me come here and speak. On that note, I am going to leave you with a John Lennon quote. You may say I am a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you will join us and the world will be as one.
Recognition of Eugene as a city of peace will provide inspiration, information, and support for adults and youth to pursue creative approaches to solving our differences and envisioning our shared future. Activities which honor the intent of the International Day of Peace. Now therefore I, Kitty Piercy, Mayor of the City of Eugene, do hereby proclaim September 21st, 2014 to be Peace Day Eugene in Eugene, Oregon, and urge everyone in the community to identify their personal role in building benevolent relationships in their families, in their community, and in the world.
Hey.
Dare yourselves to disavow discord. Enlighten your elders and encourage equality. Fear not frustrational fighting, for goodwill will guide and gladden you.
Empty meaning, waiting for compassion. Stop waiting. Fill yourselves with awe, the wonder of a small child. Peace comes when we start standing still.
Lost getting my money, but